If you're an undergrad student in Nigeria right now, and probably you're seeing the ASUU strike going on, and you're about to figure out the different things you can do that can make this moment really productive for you, I advise that you stay to the end of this video and listen to the 7 things that I'm going to tell you about the ASUU strike that can change your life. You know what? Yet no one has really told you about this, and you'll be surprised why you don't know about them. My name is Abiodun Mustafa. I'm a personal development expert and I'm an educator. I've had the ability to pass through my undergraduate and postgraduate program in Nigeria in a government school, and I know what it is like for you to face the ASU strike. Right now, I know you are there about to figure out certain things you could do. You don't even know what to do. You are trying to ask questions. You have a lot of expectation. By now, maybe you're even thinking that, oh, you should be done with your program, or you're saying, oh, in 2 years I should be done, but now there is a strike and you don't even know what to do. That's why I'm here for you, so I can really help you figure out 7 things you can begin to pay attention to right now that can change your life. Now, number one thing that you need to realize is during this ASU strike, maybe as a result of your being on campus over time, you were not able to pay attention to certain physical events, certain virtual events, because you needed to read, attend classes, do assignment, take tests, or write examination. Right now is the time that you can begin to attend such events. You may begin to figure out certain events you can attend. Maybe you are in the information technology space. You can look at what are various events happening in the tech space that I could attend in my environment. And what you have to do, just go to the eventbrite.com, eventbrite.com, and then begin to search for events in your immediate environment. And a lot of the times, these events may even be free. So you don't really have to waste the ASU strike moment. You can attend those events and begin to meet with people, listen to people in your industry, gather your career knowledge, all right, and build your awareness in certain things that you can do. So use this moment to attend events, all right, key events that can change your life, key events that can grant you certain progression and will make you a better person by the time the ASU strike is over. Now, number two that I have here is you need to take time to build quality networks. You need to take out time to build quality networks. So this is the time that you need to then begin to make use of to build quality networks. Maybe right now you begin to look at your circle of friends. Who are the 5 closest people to you? Do you have people who are doing well, people who are, do you have like about 3 people you can call up to and begin to seek for advice or seek for knowledge in certain areas of your progress, certain areas of your dreams, certain area of your destiny, and you don't really have those valuable people? This is the time to begin to build such networks. You could start out by going to the social media profile of some of the people you look up to in your industry and begin to engage with their comment with your posts, drop comments on things they are saying, intelligent comments, ask questions there. And when you have done that over time, at a moment you can go into their DMs and begin to ask them certain questions on things that they have said, and then let them begin to know you. Before you know it, you may choose to volunteer for their programs, volunteer for their courses, be useful there, and then from there you have added those valuable people to your network. So this is the time to begin to build valuable network. Don't wait until you finish school. Don't wait until the end of your undergrad program before you then begin to realize the kinds of networks that you need. This time of the break can be used to begin to build such valuable networks. For example, probably there are certain students even on your campus that are doing really amazing things, and you've not had the ability to talk to them, to reach out to them. You see them, they have a lot of prospects, they have a lot of networks, they have a community that can help you. This is the time to begin to reach out to them. Go to their DMs, tell them who you are, tell them what you study, tell them the things that you do, and begin to build valuable network with such people. Now, number three is you can begin to take free courses. All right, you can begin to take free online courses in the area of your industry. Now, there are a lot of free courses. I know of Kibo, yeah, I think it's Kibo.com. Kibo.com has amazing tech courses that you can take for free. You can go on EDX, you can go on Coursera, you can also take open courseware courses in that same area. So you may be out of school, but you have a curriculum that follows, and there are a lot of amazing courses, foundational courses that are taken on the OCW platforms of universities in America, universities in different places. So you may want to really pay attention to taking those things, and this will build your awareness. And the truth of the matter is, by the time you are resuming back to school, you will not be the same with your other colleagues who are doing nothing with this moment. So take free online courses, go on Coursera, go on Udemy. There are a lot of free courses. You can take courses on various areas and various skills, and it will help build the awareness. In fact, it was so intriguing recently. I had someone who was also affected by the strike reaching out. Okay, I think the mom reached out to me trying to say, oh, our daughter wants to build some things in personal branding and in content creation. Immediately I knew some courses to recommend, and then already she has started taking action on that. Those are things you should begin to do, because the truth of the matter is the time that is being spent in this ASU strike will not be regained back, and you will just wake up one morning and realize that the ASU strike is over. It may not be ASU, it may be NASU, just demonstrations happening here and there. You really want to invest that moment. Right now, if you don't have a strong political backup, you don't have, your parents don't have a lot of very great financial capacity, they don't have a great company, I want you to be wise. Don't be the kind of person trying to be involved in all of the demonstration and all of that, and not knowing that you are whiling away time. You can choose to take personal sovereignty and begin to build for your future. Now, number four is that I want you, one thing you need to begin to do right now, the best platforms that you may want to make your friend right now is LinkedIn. All right, irrespective of any field: agriculture, education, technology, natural sciences, applied sciences, social sciences. Go on LinkedIn. If you really want to build career in that path, go on LinkedIn and begin to look for the specification and the kinds of requirements that top organizations need in your area of career. Don't wait until you are out of school and then you are now looking at job description or responsibility requirements for companies before you start learning those things. Make sure you look at LinkedIn over time. Okay, be on the point where you're on track. When there are people in that area of industry, they can really check out on your profile, and you can look at what they require and begin to build on them right now. What are certain skills they are looking at? Are they looking at for someone who can speak, someone who can write so well? Are they looking for people who can program in a particular programming language, maybe Scala, maybe Python, maybe JavaScript? Just those things. You may begin to need to build and invest in developing that capacity right now. So this is something very, very important that you want to do. If you have not been paying attention to your LinkedIn profile, this is the right time to begin to pay attention to it. All right. Order it well, have an amazing description about yourself, put in amazing content there, put in massive things about the things you're doing, comment on the posts of people who are top leaders in your industry, and then you may even go from there to build amazing network. Now, number five is you should have a side hustle. All right, they call it hustle, but I say you should have a means of revenue. Have a means of revenue with which you can begin to purchase things like data. You can begin to maybe pay for co-working spaces where they have power supply, they have internet that would not keep you fizzled out from current information or the ability to build your capacity for the future. So you should have a side hustle. If you don't have a sponsor, you don't have someone who can give you money for data or pay for a co-working space where you can take some courses, I would advise that you pick up a side also. I remember 2013 when there was a very long ASU strike. Then what did I do? I went and I took up a job in a computer training institute, and I was there learning about the cyber cafe business. I was also teaching people Microsoft packages, Corel Draw, Photoshop, and miss all of that. And I was able to build that competence that was later profitable for me during my service here. So you may need to pick up a side also, just any side also that can at least pay you to get things like data that can make you get access to light. Those are things that you need. All right, right now, this is not the time to just fizzle out watching films and watching movie, following series. I tell you, if you keep doing that during this ASU strike, you'll become more ignorant than you were before the ASU strike started. So you should invest in valuable knowledge in the path of wisdom. I know if you are in Nigeria right now, you're listening to this, you may say, "Oh, this guy is being too serious. This guy is doing this. Why do we have to be so serious and doing all of that?" I tell you, someday you would wake up and realize that every time you spend, you would always look back at it and wish you invested them really well. So this is very important. Invest time, get a side also if you have to, get something you can do. Maybe it's website designing. What skill do you have? Where can you do work that they can at least pay you to get things like data, get things like feeding for yourself and just for your general well-being, so that you can stay focused on building capacity for the future. Now, one more thing, I have a friend, my friend Dr. Chioma Jo Kunko. She has a program called Grand Academy. So it's actually an academy to help undergraduate students and postgraduate students who want to build the right academical and graduate competencies that will make them excel in their career field. So I would advise you go in there. I think currently this is 20th of March 2022. I think currently she runs a discount for that program and she has a lot of free resources to give to you that can help you in your graduate journey, in your academic journey, and will make you the best and miss your colleagues. So maybe you've been struggling academically. I would advise you go ahead and go to www.chiomaokonkwo.com, www.chiomaokonkwo.com, and look for how you can apply for Grad Academy. All right, the course is available there. You can take the course, gain access to all the resources, and then you can begin to move on from there. Please take note, I'm just doing this because I believe the resources are available. I'm not paid to do these ads, but because it's relating to what I'm doing now, that's why I want you to just go there, www.chiomaokonkwo.com. I can tell you for free, and I can tell you with with a bold, with confidence, that that program would help you if you're an undergraduate student in Nigeria. Probably someday you are thinking of pursuing your career after finishing your undergrad in Nigeria, study abroad. What are the things you need to compete globally? Just go ahead and take that course. So number five, I said have a side hustle that can help you get things like data, like books. Maybe you need to pay for courses. At least you don't need to begin to have headache on how can you figure out money. You are not the type that will go on WhatsApp and request for urgent 2K. Oh, funny things people do. All right. So just get ahead and do that. So before I go to the last two, please, if you're watching this video, you're getting value already. I want you to do well to share the link with your friends. Subscribe to this YouTube channel, turn on the notification button bell so that I can continue to, you can get notified when I release amazing videos like this. I've done a lot of videos on the academia, on personal development, on business. So you would get a lot of value if you do so. So share this video. Please like the video, like the video. Also do well to drop your comment so I would see that you got a lot of value from this. Now, number six is you should develop your writing skill. It has been discovered that a lot of graduates from Nigerian universities don't know how to write. Okay, it's not that, oh, saying, oh, I wrote my project myself. When you get to the industry, there's a way to write, there's a competence to writing, there's a way to compose mails that people want to read and respond to, there's a way to apply for jobs when you are doing that via an email. There's a way to communicate with high profile personality. You must know how to write. You must know how to write corporately. You must know how to write on LinkedIn. You must know the kinds of posts to share on your LinkedIn profile. There are some things you can share on Facebook and you want to try to sound funny. When it gets to LinkedIn, people look at you like someone who is half-witted. So you must learn how to write, develop your writing skill. Whatever you have to do, if you need to take a course to do that, if you need to get a resource, if you need to buy a book, if you need to just learn it, if you need to just practice and practice and practice, make sure you go ahead and do it. You must build the competence of knowing how to write. Learn content creation, learn corporate writing. Maybe you also need to learn copywriting, just learn how to write, okay, and understanding platforms and how to document your personality, how to document your brands on different platforms. So, lastly, number seven is you should learn a tech skill. Gone are the days where people will say, "Oh, I'm not techie. Oh, it's difficult. I can't code. Oh, I can't do this." Learn a tech skill. Learn a tech skill. Learn tech skills like knowing how to develop a mobile app, knowing how to develop a front end of a website, understanding skills like data science, learning how to write Python, learning things like mobile app development. I'll say that web app development. Just learn a tech skill. Learn a tech skill. Learn Google Ads. Learn digital marketing. Learn how to run Facebook ads. Learn how to run Instagram ads. Okay, so if you want to start with digital marketing, I will recommend that you take a course. It's free to take it. Just go on Google and then type Facebook Blueprint. There's a course that you can take. Okay, Google also has a course called Digital Skill for Africa. There are a lot of courses you can take there: communication skill, foundation of digital marketing, things on content writing for business. There are a lot of amazing courses you can get there. We all are available for free. Earlier, I mentioned Kibo. Kibo also has a course on communication. Kibo has a course on front-end development. Kibo has a course on Python. So you should go on some of those platforms and begin to just learn. All those things are available for free if you're willing to invest your data. So you must realize that most of the times it's not about what you don't have, but it's about most times what you have, but you don't know what to do with it. And you must always realize that phenomenal people, they always know what and when to do things, and they always know what and when to let things go. There are some things you need to let go right now. Too much of entertainment, you need to let it go. Too much of foolishness, you need to let it go. Too much of things that just massage your ignorance, you need to let it go. So you need to rise up right now and do things that are really valuable during this period. So the seven things again: number one, I said attend valuable events in your field. Number two, I said you should take time building quality relationships. Number three, take free online courses. Number four, study the kinds of expectation needed in your industry and in your field and career of interest. Number five, I say you should have a side hustle, side income that can help you get things like data, books, and take online courses. Number six, develop your writing skill. And finally, number seven, learn a tech skill. I remain Abiodun Mustafa. Please do well to subscribe to this YouTube channel because I will be bringing a lot of value to you. And also tell your friends about it. Share the link on your WhatsApp status. Share the link with on your group. Share the links with friends and let them also come and get value from here. Till I come your way again, I remain your phenomenal educator and personal development expert, Abiodun Mustafa. Cheers.